September 21st, 2025. Yet again, the next morning, last night when I was finished, I just needed to pass out before I could get this knocked out. So here we are again the next morning. Deep thought of the day is, I just read it. Oh man, it's in the phone that's recording this. Why do I forget it? It was literally like 30 seconds ago. Sorry. Deep thought of the day is, oh yeah, it's kind of a reminder, why do I do this? I guess, why do I vlog every day? Why do I write a journal every day? And it's because I have a, I guess, deep belief that every day is important to remember in some sense, or to have a record of. And part of that is, a little weird, because I think there are so many days in our lives that are just pretty boring in general. Most of my life is pretty boring in general. But I think it's important to even record those days, because they are the bridges that connect the less boring days to the other less boring days. And they kind of show how do we live life, I think. What do we do, or what do I do in between the days that are less, or what do I do on the boring days that are in between the more exciting days? And maybe exciting is the wrong term even, but the more remarkable days, the more, I guess, archivally important days. What's the simpler way to put it? The more poignant days. I mean, yeah, it's, like the big days in life, if, somebody gets married, somebody passes away, birthdays, some great achievement in life. Those are good. Of course, we want to record those days too. But what are we doing in between? What leads us, or what is our record of consistency in between those days? How do we behave on the days that are normal days? And I think they're all important. So I think that's why I do this. I guess I should address, I am obviously in an unusual setting. I'm heading back up to Washington to work for the week. Got a couple gigs this week. Which is why I'm in my car. So what is the call to action that relates to my importance of remembering the boring days speech? The call to action is trying to be truthful as much as you can, and recording something about each day. And of course I'm doing it already, so I don't know what, maybe that's a dumb call to action. I could, I guess, part of I guess my challenge is always to make this more quality, to really include the more important and truthful and I don't know, just the more valuable elements, that the most valuable elements that I can possibly include, whether that's in my journal writing or in the vlog here. And in general, I'm doing as well as I can, I think, on both fronts. I mean, I guess I could be more detailed and take more time with, I guess, each element, but I think there's a matter of efficiency. You don't want to spend all day just writing down what you did all day, or relaying what you did in a vlog, but maybe you do sometimes. So I guess the call to action is just be as thoughtful and efficient as you can when you do this kind of thing. And for those that aren't doing it, just pick up a journal or pick up a piece of paper or however you want to write it in a journal, and just do it every now and then. Do it every day if you can, but well, I know everybody can, really, but do it more frequently than you're already doing it. I guess that's my call to action. So the day was pretty normal. Generally speaking, I woke up and got to my things, knowing I would be leaving for my trip. I just did some basic preparation, and I made a couple trips to I made a trip to the storage unit to get my gear and whatnot for the shoots, and I made a trip to the grocery store. Needed some snacks, but also I needed to replace some of the stuff my sister so graciously has let me eat. Some of her cereals, so I wanted to replace that. Snacks for the trip, did I say that? And I needed to get an oil change, so I forgot to get that as soon as I got back, but I was able to get that taken care of as well. And then I headed over to pick up my gear from Adam that he got back from his trip, so that I could grab that gear that I needed for my trip on my way out of town. And I left around 8 p.m. or so. So I don't have any time lapse of the driving for this trip, since I don't usually do that in the dark. So far, that will be coming for my next entry. And I'm somewhere in the middle of Oregon, not too far in. I have about 6-ish hours remaining to get to my other sister's house. So there we have it. Hopefully that was useful, or I highly doubt entertaining, but so it is. I do probably, that's one of my calls to action. I need to get better at being a little more entertaining. To be kind to those of you that are my family or friends or just random passers-by on the internet that have any kind of interest in following my story. So there we have it. Thanks y'all. Until next time, take it easy.